Wrestling fans, back. This is the SmackDown Within the Ropes SmackDown review. And back again with me is the one and only. You know him. You heard him last week. The one and only Microphone Messiah. Phillip of the Bullet Cast. Phillip, how are you?
Doing great, man. How are you? That was great. Thank you so much. Thank you so. That's how you do it, man.
That is.
Bro, let Dan. I'm not even gonna call him Huey. Daniel. That's how you do it. I know you listen to this show. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorry, bro.
I mean, Brian made his debut on In the Click last night. Episode is yet to air. But yeah, how'd you like that, man?
Fantastic, man. It felt good. I felt like an official Click member. You know what I mean?
You're a Clickster now, man. Welcome aboard, dude.
Sheesh.
Now you got to get the shirt. Now you got to get some merch, man.
Oh, got to get the merch.
I think he's at teesprings.com. Yeah, the shirts are really comfortable.
Ooh.
Yeah, like Teespring, they allow you to do so much. He has like shirts and hoodies and like masks and a whole bunch of like other stuff up there. So yeah, man,
do that.
You gotta join the club.
I'm gonna have to make that happen.
Excuse me, you gotta join the click.
Join the click,
man.
Well, we're here to review SmackDown, from Cleveland and from Rolling Loud. What'd you think of tonight's show? Before we get into it, what did you think of it? Did you the crowd electric enough?
I don't understand why Cleveland was booing our tribal chief. Cleveland sucks. Have you ever been to Cleveland?
I've not been to Cleveland.
I've been to Cleveland. I know. They suck. When the Warriors beat them that first time, I was yelling Warriors in them streets.
Oh shit!
And then a hood motherfucker was looking at me, and I'm like, "Yo, my cousin said that." Because I got scared.
That wasn't me. That was
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Who the hell was that? You looking for him with him? Who was that?
I mean, they were okay. You know, they were fine. They weren't Dallas. You know what I'm saying? They weren't Dallas and weren't Fort Worth. Rolling Loud. That was a cool setup, man. I really liked that.
That was a really neat setup.
That was.
I just
dope.
wish the crowd was as receptive as the Cleveland was tonight, though.
Yeah, and there were like 200,000 people there.
Major.
Something like that, right? They
got to plan that out a little better next time.
I like how they put the black people there, though. They knew what they were doing. Vince knew what was up.
He knew exactly what he was doing. I mean, who better though? You know what though? Who better? But also, I think they were missing something. They should have had at least one more person go down there to at least hype up. When I saw Wale, I was like, "What?" I mean, I get it, but Wale don't even really put his wrestling life out there like that. Like
yeah, like if you know he's a fan, then if you know, you know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. But he don't scream it really. You know what I mean?
I mean, the only time he really screams is when Wale Mania pops up.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
Wale Mania once a year. Well, they open up the show tonight with the one and only John Cena coming out talking his shit to our tribal chief. Just disgusting. Just disrespectful, coming out here talking his trash, basically saying that he's not a draw, basically saying that nobody likes him. I mean, what do you think of this, John Cena? It was basically the same promo from Monday with just a little bit more.
Yeah,
that SmackDown.
He added a little bit more pizzazz, I would say, to it. And given what happened at the end of the show, we don't know if we're actually going to get Cena versus Reigns. But if we do, I need John to tap in and be serious like he was a couple years ago when he told Roman, "I do this better part-time than you ever could full-time." I need that John Cena.
I need all that John Cena.
You know,
that's the thing. I feel like so far he's playing that role like he doesn't care. He's not taking Roman Reigns serious. He doesn't really care if he's been on a roll as of late. He doesn't see Roman as a threat. And Roman is kind of playing that position right now where it's like, all right, I'm not taking this guy serious. I mean, you saw even when he came out tonight. I mean, what did he say to John here? He was like, you came out, you got the same old shorts, the same old music, the same, you know what I mean? The same old everything. Nothing's changed. So they both pretty much seem unfazed by one another, but Roman definitely seems more serious. John Cena better get serious before he get taken down by the tribal chief.
Yes,
the new face of the company.
Yes, sir. And I'm waiting on Roman to be like, I've held this place down during the toughest time ever. John will be like, well, I held this place down for 15 years. I'm waiting on something like that to drop. So I can be like, oh, damn. Got him.
We're going to see about that. Hopefully we see something come together in the next few weeks. We'll get back to Cena and Roman more towards the end. And I'm sorry about that. That's my damn watch. Finn Bálor, Sami Zayn kicked off the show with a match, which I thought was obviously appropriate.
Made sense.
They had a little scuffle last week. Finn Bálor picked up the victory over Sami Zayn, which I was hoping. I was like, God, please don't let another NXT guy. I guess would you still consider Finn Bálor an NXT guy, or would you reconsider him NXT at this point?
Look, he'll always be an NXT guy. Like, you have to remember, the majority of this roster is NXT guy. Roman's an NXT guy.
Roman, exactly.
Like, don't get it. They talk about, the NXT call-ups are so terrible. I mean, we can have that discussion on this show another time. Like, we can really tap into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, Finn's an NXT dude. He held it down, left, went to the main roster, won some championships, went back and held it down during a very tough time. But it was good. The matches were excellent. And now he's back to win more championships. And I like that they said that. It's plain and simple. He's here to win championships. Like, he's not smiling like he used to.
Yeah.
Like, the Prince is back. I don't like to use the word swagger, but the swagger is back.
Swagger is definitely back. The Prince is indeed back. Poor Sami, though. I'm kind of feeling like they got to figure out a solid direction on what to do with Sami. I don't know. I would like to say that Sami's in a position right now where he's set. He's good. He's kind of like the fucking guy who just whines and complains and, knows how to put on a fucking dope ass match. But, I don't know. Hopefully he'll be in a world championship position one day.
I think Sami has like another good year of being this whiny character.
Yeah.
I think he can get another good year out of it.
Yeah. Let's hope it's just that, though. We got a backstage interview with Baron Corbin, whose life is taking a turn for the worse. He says he lost money and he had his identity stolen after setting up his crowdfunding website.
Wait. What? I donated $200. I may not be able to pay my car note because I wanted to help out Baron Corbin. And somebody stole the money?
Somebody stole his money.
Blasphemy.
Yo. So how long before this gets boring do you think Corbin could pull this off?
Dude, like I said, we need to see some home vignettes. Like I said, man.
You're right.
Just go for it. Like, why not?
Yeah.
Like, he just needs to he needs the Luke Harper tank top, you know what I mean? As time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just become more grimy and disgusting.
Oh, yeah. I think if Corbin, if he taps in more on social media with it, become more obnoxious on social media, it'll travel on to TV, obviously. And I feel like he'll be able to make it last as long as he wants, but he's got to be able to tap in because if he's acting like he's not broke on the internet, but then coming to work and acting like he broke on TV, it's not going to work. People aren't going to be interested. But if he really tap in online and be like, yo, I need help. They're taking my cars, they're taking this away, and oh my wife is leaving me. Stuff like that. I feel like it'll work.
They need to shoot shit at a soup kitchen, and he's in line getting food. Like, they really just go for it.
Kind of like how they did with the 24/7 title segments. Think outside the box. Start shooting shit outside. Like you said, go to different restaurants where his card's being declined. He can't even pay for his food, or he can't pay for his kids' daycare, or
You got to make
whatever.
him so pathetic that he can't buy anything off the dollar menu at McDonald's. You got to really go for it. You got to do stuff like that.
They had a little quick segment with him and Kevin Owens. Apparently Kevin Owens loaned him, what was it, $40 or something like that?
Yeah. Shotzi shot something out of her tank.
Yeah.
Hit him in the ding dong. Hello.
Took him out.
And and then Rude and Ziggler steal his money.
Yo, they pulled up hella quick. They said, "Give me that."
Oh my god! Just put the title back on.
But then KO helped him though.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin's a good guy. I mean, he's done some very dastardly things, but remember, it was for his family, so he's actually a good guy at heart.
That's true.
But
KO the family guy.
Like I was about to say, real quick, just put the title back on Ziggler. That's all I want out of life. I'll die a happy man.
Show the world, I'm here to show the world. Come on.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. That's all I want out of life, really.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at that. Okay, now I'm probably gonna get some shit for this. I wouldn't have mind if he took the title off Kofi.
Same.
When they was going at it, what did they have? They had a match.
Stomping grounds.
It
should have been me.
It should have, bro. Are you serious?
Like they could have, Ziggler could have got it. When was Stomping Grounds? It was like what, June?
I think it was like
he could have got it, held on to it at the July pay-per-view. They could have put it back on Kofi on a SmackDown. Kofi then could have had his little run with Randy and then jobbed to Brock in October.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
Whenever a time machine is invented, I know exactly what I'm doing.
Hey, Dolph Ziggler, man, he got to get that WWE title.
Yeah,
he got to. One time, just at least one time.
You know what's crazy? Like I met him at one of his comedy shows, right? We barely even talked about WWE, but I was like, real quick, I want to see you in the title picture when you get back. He's like, I'll try. And then he was wrestling Kofi.
How is he on comedy?
He's actually funny, dude. Like, he couldn't really tell the jokes he wanted to because, people have phones out and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he was cool. Like, they were wrestling puns, and if you're a big fan, then you'll get it.
Right.
I mean, it was cool. It was like $25. I went. It was great.
That's dope, man. Yeah, I've never seen him do comedy, but I know he went on like a heavy comedy little tour, I guess, like when he was away from WWE. It seemed like he had a bunch of gigs lined up.
He came out here, and I was like, I'll go. Why
not? Oh, man. What'd you think of Big E coming out tonight? I guess, I don't know what it was. Was it a celebration, an acknowledgement of Big E winning the briefcase, and then he was interrupted by pretty much every fucking body?
Yeah, I thought they were going to turn that to a 6-man tag because that's what they do, and they didn't. I was like, okay.
It'll probably be a 6-man next week.
It's probably happening on Main Event as we speak. Yeah, like he's talking, and then what? It's Rude and Ziggler and Nakamura and Cesaro and Apollo Crews.
Now, see, Apollo Crews. Now, when he came down, my instant thought was, okay, they're probably gonna try and revive this story and possibly put the Intercontinental Championship back on Big E. I can't imagine them having him lose to Apollo again. Apollo has done absolutely nothing, in my opinion, when it comes to the Intercontinental Championship. His championship reign has been absolutely boring to me. I mean, his matches with Big E are fine, but I don't know, man. The gimmick is cool, but like, I don't know, man. The Commander Aziz, like, I felt like it was going to be a big deal for him, but it just hasn't been. And maybe that's, the booking. Maybe he's been booked with it horribly, but I don't know.
Maybe him and Cesaro could do something.
Yeah, Cesaro came down to the ring looking like he wanted a piece of Apollo.
It seems like that's the direction they go. And, honestly, I wouldn't be mad if they put the title on Cesaro. Like coming out of the title match with Roman, he hasn't really done nothing. The IC titles, and he's never had it. So that seems like the nice logical thing to do, and he could be the workhorse like Brett was back in the day for the title.
Yes. That seems. Look, if they went with that, perfect. He can have killer matches with everybody.
Nice IC open challenge, like 2 or 3 times a month.
He could even have a few bangers with Chad Gable.
Man. Like, do like a random one on a pay-per-view. Get an NXT pop up real quick.
Yeah,
something that'd be great.
Something. Hell, even Cesaro and Shin.
Yeah. Oh God, that'd be great.
Yeah. Have they ever fought each other? I know they've been partners.
That would be a great callback too.
Yeah.
Plus, Shinsuke is the one that introduced the current incarnation of the Intercontinental title, so it all just makes sense. How do you feel about that, by the way? I've never asked you this.
About the title?
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, like, if it was white, like, if they just changed the whole look, but they made it a white strap and the globes were blue, I'd be fine with it.
Yeah.
It looks like a glossier Undisputed title. It does.
It looks like a mixture of the Undisputed. Yeah, I think now that I think about it, you're right. That's actually a better description. I was gonna say a Undisputed title mixed with the Oval Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, which the Oval was great.
Oval was great.
They should have put a white strap on that. That would have been money.
Absolutely. The next match we got tonight was Chad Gable against Angelo Dawkins at Rolling Loud. I didn't know that they were going to do this. I thought they were just going to. No, I thought it was just going to be one match, and I thought it was just going to be Bianca and Carmella. I didn't know that they were doing Gable and Dawkins there too. I mean, I should have known Street Profits were going to be there with her. Obviously,
I mean, we know why they were there. We know why they were there.
We definitely know why they were there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, what'd you think of this match in front of the Rolling Loud crowd? Loud.
I mean, like, there were so many people, so you can't really you don't really know how loud it truly is, and like a lot of that noise just goes up in the air because it's an outdoor venue. But I mean, it was just a cool setup. I think the aesthetic was really nice. Yeah. That was dope. The match was fine,
Like they really one thing for me that's because I was instantly thinking like, okay, they're gonna be at Rolling Loud, but no, they were really at Rolling Loud. Like they had the stage or they had the ring on the stage. Like I thought it was just gonna be like at a section off, like somewhere in the corner with a couple of fans,
like some fairgrounds or something.
Yeah, but they were really on the Rolling Loud stage, so. That's cool that they tried that out. Hey, they can go to Summer Jam maybe. I mean, I'm sure Rosenberg can see if he can hook that up.
That's the same. That's the next day in NXT UK or NXT Takeovers that next day.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah. So
wait, that's in August.
Yeah. So Summer Jam is August 22nd.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't gonna work this year.
It's not gonna work this year. I know. I mean, probably the greatest Summer Jam moment is when Rosenberg had that beef with Nikki back in the. He was like, "Man, fuck Starships." Oh. Hey, have you seen the interview when she just dogs him?
Yes.
She was like, "I didn't know who you are. You're not that funny." I was like, "Oh, damn, Nikki." Hey, I messed with Starships. That's a conversation for another time. But I thought Starships was cool.
I thought it was good too.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
I mean, I'm waiting on Donda to drop. Come on, Kanye. What are we doing, bro?
I've been waiting since last night. God damn.
I know. I thought it was dropping today.
I'm refreshing my Apple Music all damn night.
Like, is it dropping at midnight?
It was supposed to drop last night, but I guess that was just tonight's Friday. It could still drop tonight. It could drop any moment tonight.
I'm waiting on. I'm still waiting on Drizzy's new album. What was it called?
Lover Boy.
Certified. He's gonna have some sentimental shit on there. I'm about to be crying and shit.
Of course.
Can he top Marvin's Room? I don't know.
That's tough. We gonna see.
We gonna see.
Angelo Dawkins picked up the victory against Chad Gable in front of the Rolling Loud crowd, and almost immediately, Bianca Belair's music hit, and she took on Carmella. And I was in the car, and I was transitioning from the car, getting in the house, and I missed Carmella's entrance. I wanted to see the reception and that she would get.
It wasn't all that, man. I mean, Bianca's entrance was cool because she walked down the aisle. It was like a catwalk. It was like a giant like fashion show type of catwalk. You know, I was like, okay, that's dope. I like that, and the crowd seemed to be receptive to Bianca. And I mean, I'm sure people popped because Carmella's a gorgeous woman.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean the match was cool. I didn't know they were doing a rematch.
Yeah, fucking rematch, man. Yeah, so she hit the KOD and she beat her, retained the SmackDown Women's Championship, which we all knew. She come on, they're not. Come on.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I'm surprised they didn't change her finisher to EST. Because that's some shit they would do.
That is some shit they would do. Shit, they changed Toni Storm's finisher tonight.
Yeah, it's not Storm. Wait, it's still the Tiger Driver though, right?
It's called the Storm 1 now.
Oh, it's not the Storm Zero anymore?
Nope. Storm 1. What?
Oh, wait. Storm Zero is actually it's a Japanese beer. So maybe that's why they changed it.
No, maybe. Okay.
I've had it. It's actually delicious.
Oh man. Well, we got to see Edge and Seth Rollins come face to face in the ring after their scuffle at the very ending of Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Edge gets in the ring and he talks about failing to capture the Universal Championship, addresses how Seth Rollins cost him the match. Seth comes out and he kind of attacks him. He called him Grandpa Edge.
Yeah, I mean, he has the crow's feet. He's gray. Like I said, man, like this Edge, he looks like a demented old circus monkey, but I love it. I love Edge. I love him so much. And you know what? Back when Seth had that run in 2015 as the WWE champion, people were like, "Oh, he's the second coming of Shawn." Where you could see it, the performances were great, but the cunningness and the viciousness, I'm like, no, that's Edge. And here we are. 7 years after Rollins had his boot on Edge's neck when he was on the no contact list.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They're gonna put on a banger at SummerSlam. I know.
Respect. Of course. And you know what? It's funny you said that. Seth Rollins, that comparison to Edge. I mean, he resembles Edge so much. Not even just like I think that from not necessarily the look, but just like the in-ring style. Even just, I mean, the ultimate opportunist. I feel like Seth Rollins is a bit of an opportunist. He's always been that way since being in WWE. Always in the right place at the right time, except not at the moment. He's not at the right place at the right time. He wishes he was fighting for the Universal Championship, but it's not happening yet. Let me ask you, do you think, will he get a shot at Roman any time before this year is over or at all during Roman's title reign?
I've heard other people say this. I've heard Rosenberg say this. Eventually, whenever they do have that one-on-one match, it's going to be absolute money.
Yeah. And
this is people have been talking about this before, are the tribal chief and the Drip King. But now, oh yeah, we have to see that. We need to see. It's okay if they're both heels. They can both like heel versus heel matches are interesting.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be face versus heel all the time. Mm-hmm. Let's do something different. Before Roman's run is over, that needs to happen.
Yeah, I agree. Because
when was the last time Seth was in a title match against Drew? At last year's Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank, yeah.
And then he lost, got all depressed, and started taking people's eyes.
I love that Seth Rollins, man.
Yeah.
I loved everything about that Seth Rollins.
He stole my Messiah gimmick, though. I mean, come on, dude. He stole the name, really. I mean, he took the gimmick to a whole other level.
Took it to a completely different level.
Yeah, man. Like he stopped working out for a few weeks back then, so you could kind of see like it protrude a little bit. Like it's commitment to the character, bro. I love it. I love it. Seth is so good. We need to do a podcast about the career trajectory of Seth Rollins.
We absolutely do.
From NXT
Yep.
to now. We need to sit down and have a 3-hour discussion about Seth Rollins.
Hey, I'm down for that 100%. Seth freaking Rollins, man. They brawled. Him and Edge brawled in the ring, though, and he hit him with an execution. I've been seeing him hit that a lot lately.
Yeah.
Wasn't that his first finisher?
Yeah, and then then Bruce Pritchard saw him do the spear and was like, all right, why don't you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, the execution. I always like the execution. I always like that name.
Yeah, execution. I remember being younger, watching him do that and hearing that name, and I'm like, execution? What's an execution? What?
Yeah, that, and then one of the other moves he does is the Edge-O-Matic. I'm like, I like these.
Oh man, the next match we got was the debut of Toni Storm going up against Zelina Vega, and I felt like this was a double-edged sword. You don't want Toni Storm to lose on her debut on SmackDown, but Zelina Vega just came back. She lost her first match. She did not win Money in the Bank, and now it's just kind of like, all right, this is getting silly now. Like, I mean, me personally, I don't have a problem with Zelina Vega losing. A lot of people who criticized her for coming back do have an issue, and they're laughing at her right now. And
why would they criticize her for coming back?
Because she was talking about unionization and all that jazz, and because she wanted to do the Twitch and she had the OnlyFans popping, and so
wrestling fans are so fickle, dude, bro. They really are, dude. I'm just like.
You got to get that bag, man. What y'all talking about?
Her dream was to work in WWE. You're going to criticize her for living her dream?
Yep.
Come on, guys. Like, man, I caught heat earlier today for some stuff. I'll tell you off air. But yeah, man, I'm just like who cares, dude? Like she's living her dream. No, I mean, Zelina, this was a fine match. It was okay. They should have. I mean, I'm trying to think who they could have put Toni in there with. Bailey's hurt.
Bailey is hurt. And it had to be Zelina. I think it had to be Zelina.
Who else is on the roster?
Because who else?
Carmella had the title match.
Mm-hmm.
It
can't be one of the tag champions.
No, it can't. It couldn't be them. They really don't have any women.
It could have been Dana Brooks on Raw. Never mind.
Yeah. They really don't have any women on SmackDown like that.
SmackDown. Oh, well, no, they do. Naomi's there now, but she wasn't on the show tonight.
Hey, her at Rolling Loud in a match, that would have been a cool vibe with the rave.
I thought that they were gonna have her at Rolling Loud, but
that would have been dope. They really don't have any women like that. It's crazy.
Well, they got Shotzi and Knox.
Now I'm talking about a heel for her to wrestle.
Oh yeah, nah.
Mm-mm.
I mean, Liv, but she's not a heel though.
She's a baby.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem with Toni Storm coming over babyface, even though she was heel in NXT?
No.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with it.
I don't care.
Some wrestling fans on the Twitter took issue with that. People look. They're having a hard time differentiating and separating NXT from the main roster. And I know it's because WWE have done a great deal with making us on one side, making us think that it was a legitimate third brand, or it was like NXT and WWE, it's all one thing. And now Vince is kind of going on his thing now, where he's really trying to make it clear that Raw and SmackDown are over here and NXT is over here, as we saw this past Monday with Karrion Kross. And, things like this now with Toni Storm coming over to SmackDown. She's babyface now. Shotzi and Knox, they're coming over to SmackDown. Shotzi all of a sudden doesn't have a last name. It's just how it goes. It's business. It's how. They didn't do it to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. That's what they always go back to. That Kevin Owens had a great debut. Sami Zayn had a great debut. And I'm like, yeah, but Those were also made guys on the independent scene before they even got to NXT.
Yeah, man, it's one of those things, and like I said, we could really like just have discussions about like NXT debuts and whatnot, and how they always ruin them, and then I always be like, okay, the Shield were all NXT guys, okay, no, but like Shinsuke, I mean, won the Rumble, had a multi-month main event feud with AJ for the WWE title.
Yep.
Samoa Joe. I mean, Samoa Joe was a TNA goat. Yeah, of course they weren't gonna mess his call up. Okay, well, I'm like, well, look at all the 4 horsewomen. You know, like you can just throw out all the names,
Staples,
bro.
all of them.
You can just throw.
We definitely got to get together for a discussion about that one day, and really just put it out there, because I don't think when it's not out there, people aren't really paying attention to it and things of that nature. So we really got to talk about that. But Toni Storm will pick up the victory over Zelina Vega with the Storm 1 is now the Storm 1, not the Storm 0. And then we would get a one-on-one match between Jimmy Uso and Dominik Mysterio. And I felt like, we finna really see the Usos get dirty. We finna really see them do some crazy shit. They're really gonna fuck Dominik and Ray up to the point where they are hated. And I felt like tonight was the beginning. It was Jimmy Uso. Dominik had a great showing. Look, Dom continues to impress me. He continues to impress me. He goes out there. He works hard. He's another one of those. He's not like a celebrity or MMA former fighter or anything like that. I would say Ronda Rousey arguably had one of the greatest like in-ring debuts for not being a WWE superstar, and she just went out there and proved that if you just work at it, you can do it. Same with Bad Bunny. But Dom being the son of a fucking first ballot Hall of Famer and Rey Mysterio, I think he's he has all the pressure on him to be great, and he's going out there and he's killing it. But what'd you think of this match?
You said first ballot Hall of Famer. I thought his dad was already in the Hall of Fame.
I wish.
see what I did there? If you know, you know. Yeah, but no. I mean, it was a fine match. Like I said, I dozed off. Like I told you off air, I dozed off a little bit. So I caught like a few minutes of into the ending. And from what I saw, it looks like they worked pretty well together. Jimmy helping his brother win, as heels should.
Yep. I thought it was a good match. He did indeed help him win with the feet against the back. Referee not seeing these refs, man. They got to open their eyes, man. They got to open their eyes, or Rey Mysterio has to do something. Rey, come on, man. I mean, I get it. Look, man. Help your son, dog. Do what you got to do. But Jimmy Uso picks up the victory over Dominik Mysterio. Like I said, hopefully we get a rematch between them at SummerSlam, and hopefully it's in something like dangerous. I want the Usos to destroy him. Do something to the point where it's like, all right.
Can we get a tag title ladder match?
Title ladder match. That would be great.
That'd be dope as hell, bro.
I want to see Dom do some crazy shit too. Straight up. But after the match, we got Roman Reigns, our tribal chief, coming down to the ring to address John Cena and, let us know whether he was going to accept his challenge for SummerSlam. He said some things like we mentioned earlier. I mentioned earlier to you. He said that he's the same old guy. He's got the same old shorts. He's got the same old shirt. He comes out to the same old music. He's got the same old run to the ring. He's got what did he say? He said it's like I don't want to butcher it. What's the exact quote?
He said it's like doing missionary every single night. Never switching it up. I mean, come on, man. You like my takes. Like I give the same like thought process to all my takes. My takes are never missionary every single time I record. I give you a little cowgirl. Give you a little reverse cowgirl. Give you a little doggy style. Because I'm here to PTA. You know what PTA means? You know what PTA means, Brian? Do you know?
PTA. What is PTA, Phil?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
PTA. I'm here to pan it up. You heard me. You heard me. Shoot, you know what I'm saying? Yo, I'm out here for the PTA. Like I said, the DMs are open.
The
Nia
PTA.
hasn't slid in yet. Hey, no, but honestly, with Nia, you know what I'd have to do? I'd have to down, boy.
Yo.
But Roman was a little bit more eccentric tonight. I liked it.
He was, man. See, before we wrap it up, I want to say there's one thing about this SmackDown. It was different from last week. Obviously, last week was just like surprise, 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 electricity. It felt like they turned the volume up on the fans. But tonight was back to normal. Okay, back to business. We got to continue these stories. We got to do all these things. It was a little weird because of Rolling Loud. But aside from that, it was a normal episode of SmackDown. Cleveland was hot. The crowd was hot. And I feel like even when Seth and Edge were out there, when they were talking, it makes things so much better. Like their reactions matter. The fan reaction matters so much and adds so much to a character. Or, when Seth was talking to Edge and everyone was telling them that I think the fans were saying he sucked or something. And then Seth Rollins just kind of closed his eyes and he smiled and he just ignored him and like continued on with what he was saying about finishing the job 7 years ago. And then tonight with Roman Reigns at the end when he was talking his shit like he normally does, except it's not in the Thunderdome. You got a live audience out there. You he seemed like he saved the good shit for when the fans come back, and I'm pretty sure it's a lot more where that came from.
Bro, Roman is so dialed in. Like I heard Rosenberg talk about this, and I'm just gonna put over Peter Rosenberg forever, I guess. And my homie Ashley, he was in attendance for Money in the Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's so dialed in right now, like. He's doing things, obviously, he couldn't do in the Thunderdome because, they're virtual screens. They're not real fans. But, like, if a kid heard him, if he heard a kid say, you suck, Roman, doesn't matter where they were in the arena, he told him to shut up. Yep. That's how good Roman Reigns is, guys. Like, y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. This is why Brian and I, we're allowed to come visit the island of relevancy because we know that our tribal chief is tapped in.
Shit, we might have a spot on the island. You never know.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm like when the world ends, I know where I'm going. The island of relevancy will be the only thing surviving, and I have a little spot. I got a corner of the island, and I'll take it. As long as there's Wi-Fi, I'm there.
Hey, Roman Reigns was definitely on point tonight. I'm excited. Finn Bálor would interrupt after Roman Reigns declined John Cena's challenge for a Universal Championship match at SummerSlam, which I agree with. Why would he accept John Cena's challenge? You've done absolutely nothing. No, of course not. No, absolutely not. You don't get that. You don't just get to come back and basically demand a championship match. Nah, you ain't getting that. But Finn Bálor came out and said, if you won't face him, then maybe you'll accept my challenge. And Paul Heyman had a little bit of a discussion with the tribal chief.
Hey, can we praise Paul Heyman real quick for his singing of the Cena theme song?
Oh, I forgot to mention that. Yo.
And he did the head.
He did the head.
And he did it on his ear like, oh, but we can't hear you. I was like, this is great. Paul Heyman is a gem. I love that, man.
Heyman, he's also another one who's dialed in.
Yeah, man, he's so good. But yeah, man, I mean, Roman and Finn have history. Finn's first night on Raw beats Roman to advance to the eventual SummerSlam main event to crown the first ever Universal Champion. Roman has pinned Finn, but not in one-on-one competition. It was in a triple threat when Drew McIntyre was also in the match. I think that was like 2018. So yeah, man, I mean, there's some history there. They were in a fatal 5-way at Extreme Rules a couple years ago. So, I mean, they've been in the ring with each other, but Roman's never gotten that one-on-one victory. Victory, and I'm very excited.
Yeah. Should be a good one. When? We don't know. They didn't tell us when. But we do know that he did accept the challenge to defend his title against Finn Bálor, but we don't know when. It's almost like they just left us thinking it was either going to be at SummerSlam. Like, they want us to have that talk. Oh, man, John Cena and Roman, they're off. It's not happening. Something happened. I feel like they want us to have these kind of talks.
Yeah, we know we're going to get John versus Roman at SummerSlam. We just don't know how we're going to get there. We still have a couple more weeks to figure this out.
Yep. Most definitely. Well, tonight's SmackDown, I'll probably give it an 8.
No. I'll give it a 7 because I fell asleep during some stuff. But no, it was cool. It was cool. I enjoyed it.
It happens, man. It happens. Well, I think that's it. I don't think before we get out of here, I don't know if you heard, but they announced it at Rolling Loud that WWE is hosting a New Year's Day pay-per-view on New Year's Day.
New Year's resolution is back
in Atlanta. They didn't say the name, but Bianca announced at Rolling Loud she kicked it to Trae Young, and Trae Young was on the video screens, and he said that WWE is hosting a new pay-per-view event on New Year's Day in Atlanta.
That's dope. I might be going to Atlanta now.
That is dope as hell. New Year's Day.
The Queen of the Ring rumors are coming around.
Yes.
It's officially happening. We just don't know when. It's going to be on the Peacock. But hey, man, and we know who has to win.
The Queen City.
Yes, sir.
You know it. And see, some people will say it's predictable. It's typical. You're damn right it is.
Look,
yes.
We keep talking about how Charlotte might be the greatest of all time.
Time.
Like she's won the Rumble, 14 championships overall.
Yes.
The most singles women's championships in history, the most total overall in women's history.
Talk about it, Phil.
She needs the money in the bank, and
yes.
if she gets a Queen of the Ring, come on, bro.
Man. Come on, man.
We can solidify her as the greatest of all time.
Mm-hmm.
When do you think she wins Money in the Bank? You think next year's her year?
I think cashed in on 3 times.
Yeah, she's been a victim of it 3 times.
Next year's got to be her year.
Yeah,
it's got to be. But okay, here's the question: Do you think she'll ever be a babyface?
I mean, she's been a babyface before.
I know, but do you think she'll ever be like a legit bit like loved?
It's just, they Dallas showed her love, or Fort Worth after Money in the Bank, they showed her love. They were cheering.
They did, but I just still feel like she's obviously the heel. You know what I mean? She's obviously playing that heel character. Do you think she'll be on the level of a Becky Lynch one day? In terms of popularity and likability. Is that a word? Likability?
Yeah, that's a word. Of course it's a word. I don't know, man. She might become a pop culture icon like her daddy. We don't know.
You never know.
We don't know. But when somebody says they're genetically superior, nice people don't say that shit.
Talk that shit, son.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm talking about. From the Queen City. I need her to get over to fucking SmackDown so I can hear that one more time.
Yeah. I thought that's right. Greg Hamilton's he's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Hey, he has done a great job as a ring announcer. Like we've had we had Fink, RIP to the Fink. And like me, I grew up with Lillian, for the WWE, Justin Roberts, who I had the pleasure of talking to him at StarCast. He's great. Love Justin.
God, I love Justin.
From North Carolina. Bro, hey, so let's talk about Justin Roberts ring announcing real quick. When he announces Jon Moxley, there's too much zhuzh on his John.
Yeah.
Moxley. There's too much zhuzh on his John. I never thought I'd say those words in my life. Jesus. Yeah. And now we've had Greg Hamilton. I love that dude, man.
We had JoJo for a little bit, but she
we did. Greg Hamilton, he's gonna go down to those iconic ring announcers. Like
Chimmel.
We can't forget Chimmel.
Chimmel, yeah.
Yeah.
Superstar.
Exactly. Hey, I met Tony Chimmel outside of the Oracle Arena one night, bro.
Really?
It was a quick, hey, what's going on? But it was dope. I'm like, yo, that's the dude. He put him in the Hall of Fame just for that alone.
For sure, man. All right.
Oh, God. Yeah.
All right, wrestling fans. Well, we're going to get out of here, Phil. I appreciate you for joining me again, again.
No problem, man. I like to pick my spots, man. How's it? I've asked you this on In the Click, but I'm going to ask you on your show. How's it feel to be the Bulletcast champ?
It feels fantastic. And actually, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it for the week before the next pay-per-view. I'm going to have the official Bulletcast championship celebration because I know I'm going to keep it. I'm going to be champ for a long time.
Hey, man, it's nice. Like, I've looked back at the thing. I'm like, dang, I held this 11 times. I'm like Edge. I'm coming for the dirty dozen. I'm here to reclaim the championship that I never should have lost. Okay? Why?
Okay.
Because it's my show and I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm like John. Right. I show up when I want. I challenge whomever I want for whatever I want.
Okay.
God damn it.
It feels good though, man. Man, it's like
it. How do your kids feel, man? Like you're the world champion. That must be cool for them, right?
They're ecstatic. Like they're like, yo, Dad, you won the title.
Like
absolutely.
They're like, where is it?
Oh, they getting my side plates ready.
Hey, no, sidebar. We are getting new side plates though.
Oh.
Yeah. We gonna have the Pan-African flag up there, for the new nation.
Okay, the new nation.
Absolutely. NBC Live, baby.
NBC.
NBC Live, baby.
Yo. Yeah, y'all gonna know about that real quick, real soon. Y'all gonna know about that one. Okay.
Oh, man. This has been great, man. Should I plug the stuff now?
Fantastic. Well, wrestling fans, I appreciate you all being here. Phillip, tell them where they can find you.
All right. The Bulletcast on Instagram and YouTube, at Bulletcast on Twitter and Facebook. My personal Instagram at Heel Antwine. It's my Instagram and Twitter, HeelAntWine. And ladies, like I said, 510-517, DM me for the rest. Diamonds are forever. So is the microphone messiah. Good night, everybody.
Absolutely. You guys, y'all know where to find me at Within the Ropes everywhere. Twitter and Instagram. Facebook.com/Within the Ropes podcast. Hit the like. Go to YouTube, type in Within the Ropes podcast, or just go to withintheropespodcast.com and just click the little link. Just a little YouTube link there. You can subscribe there. It's their whole original content, all type of stuff coming very soon. So stay tuned. And that is it. Me and Phil are going to get out of here, and I'll be back. Oh, I guess there's nothing going on. There's nothing going on this weekend, huh?
Nope. Well, nothing.
All right. Well, I guess I'll see everyone, or not see, but you'll hear me. You'll hear me Monday. God damn it.
Absolutely.
Wrestling fans, good night.